soul on fire. You set my soul on You set my soul on fire. Baby, you set my soul on
Monday morning, we're back at it. Don't feel the best today. Feel a bit run down, sore throat, cold, aching muscles and that, but I'll be alright. Don't you worry. So we're going to be cracking on with this area this week. We're going to set out the steps. Not sure really which pattern to lay those yet, so we're going to lay them out dry, speak to the client, see what he prefers, speak to the garden designer, and then once we've decided that, we'll be able to get those in. Once those are in, that'll determine and allow us to carry on with the rest of it. So we'll get the top level on. Once that top level's on the coping right the way round, we can set the posts in for the screening, because there's a screening going across the back and down the side there. So once we've done that, it'll allow us to get on with that. So that is the next stage, putting those steps on. And we've got a little bit more to finish around the other side on the patio by the house there that we were doing last week, which you saw us doing the steps coming down. We've got the path to do on the bottom level. Once that's completed, we can get that grouted, and then all the stuff on the other patio which we've stored can be moved onto that, and that gives us another area to work on. But for now, this is going to be the priority, cracking on with this area. Bit of a mixed bag weather-wise this week. Bit drizzly today, and then we've got a cold snap coming in, so we'll see what that brings, but it won't let us stop us, that's for sure. Let's go.
Let go, rain. It's not your song to sing no more. Goodbye, blame. Weights can't lift you up, but you can find a way to drop them. Can you feel the wind? Say you do, it's how it all begins. Then comes reason, then purpose. Well, you will find your way. Meantime, may the sun bless you with its rays. It's how we learn. It has to hurt, it has to hurt. Every single turn. Don't beg your pardon. You're not someone's victim. It has to hurt. Spring, how it is when the buds are bursting. You can watch the birds when they fly across the world. Weights can't lift you up. You can find a way to drop them. When the new ones weigh you down, you'll be on top of them. Oh, don't mind the fall. Break down when it burns, please. Don't be concerned, 'cause it's how we learn. It has to hurt, it has to hurt. Every single turn. Don't beg your
Right, we're back around this side now, and we are setting out for these steps. So we're going to pick up the lines from the patio, and they're going to run right up into the steps. So that's our starting point that way. These were down for 300 wide steps all the way round. But what we were left with was this line here, not running through with this. It's about, I don't know, 100 mil off. So what we're going to do, we're going to get the bigger step format, the 450s, and we're going to cut it down. I think it's about 430. So it starts obviously at that point, but that cut the back edge off so it falls in line with this line. So then as you're looking at this, we've got that line running right the way through up there. So we're picking up that line and this line. So basically, when you're looking from either side, the pattern will run right the way through both areas and up the steps as well. We can't get it on this side because they are 1200 formats, not 600. We could cut them down, but I think it'll spoil the look really of the steps. So we are gonna hit the joints, but it'll be every other joint, and that's the starting point there. So we've got decent sized cuts on that side and also on the right as well.
It's so much harder now to reach you. Your heart is floating in the sky. We known each other for so long. We know our love like an old song. Sing along one more time. It's so much harder now to please you. Your smile is fading with the rain. And we known each other for so long, and I know you struggle to stay strong. Sing along with me again. When storms are rolling in to make this hard to last, let us light 'em up, light 'em up. Let us light 'em up, light 'em up. If we start remembering bad memories of the past, let us light 'em up, light 'em up. Let us light 'em up, light 'em up. Oh. Let us light 'em up, light 'em up. Let us light 'em up, light 'em up. Let us light 'em up, light 'em up. It's so much harder now to reach you. Your heart is floating in the sky. We known each other for so long, but we know our love like an old song. Sing along with me again. Yeah. When storms are rolling in to make this hard to last, let us light 'em up, light 'em up. Let us light 'em up, light 'em up. If we start remembering bad memories of the past, let us light 'em up, light 'em up. Let us light 'em up, light 'em up. Oh. Let us light 'em up, light 'em up. Let us light 'em up, light 'em up. Let us light 'em up, light 'em up. When storms are rolling in to make this hard to last, let us light 'em up, light 'em up. Let us light 'em up, light 'em up. If we start remembering bad memories of the past, let us light 'em up, light 'em up. Let us light 'em up, light 'em up.
So putting these steps on was a little bit more awkward than what it appeared. Basically, they wanted to keep tipping forward. Two reasons really. There was the overhang at the front, and then
the weight was offset because it had the downstand on the front edge of the flag, so everything was against it. Everything wanted to tip it towards the front. So basically, after I'd laid them, I had to keep going back and checking, because some of the movement when you were laying its neighbour would unsettle the one you just laid. So a little bit tricky. It took a bit of time, but the main thing is it looks well.
What meat?
Make a life for myself. Make a life for myself. Make a life for myself.
Yes, gee.
Make a life for myself. Make a life for myself.
Right, yeah, we had the cold one last night, but everything was covered up with the hessian. But this morning, in order to carry on, because the temperature's still low, we've got a nice little setup there. Little tea party. Go and have a look. Ta-da! Good day. Carrying on with these top steps here. I'm going to put them on there, and then Craig and Jake are going to be working on the cladding around on the walls, doing the steps and cladding the faces. We're going to do as much as we can, concentrated in this area because of the low temperature, so keep us busy for the next few days, safe for our little house. We're on 6.5 degrees, and outside it's about 1. So, good to go.
On and on, feel like you need your space. Prisoner in your own home that ain't great. I know that you and me are safe. We'll finally get away.
Well, that was a hard day. We weren't on the job this morning. We were on a different one. The trees that Craig and Kev planted the other day, we had to go back and put the rubber tyres on for them and do a few other bits, just a bit of finishing off on that job. So we were out in the snow this morning, and then we were back on to the coach house job in the afternoon. And to be honest, I've felt worse and worse every day this week. I think I've got a chest infection, feel runs down, sore throat, and just to top it off, I've got toothache as well. I've got really sore tooth at the back. I think I've got an abscess just on that. My gum's swollen, so I'm gonna have to try and get an emergency appointment tomorrow. So yeah, not a great day, but we still move forward, and I'm still smiling. Just Friday tomorrow. Oh! He calls it.
The fall is coming, I can feel it. The breeze brings goosebumps to my skin. as ash. Till all that's left.
Yes folks, another week done. Very testing conditions with the snow and everything and the cold temperatures, but we kept moving forward. As you've seen, I haven't been feeling too good, and I was right, I did have an abscess on my tooth. Went into the dentist today and I got that seen to, so that's starting to feel better already. I'm on antibiotics for that. I'm hoping by Monday I'm going to be back to full strength, but either way, we'll still be here, we'll still move forward. It's going to be great to see that sunken area when the gazebo comes down, to see it, see everything in one, because at the moment you're just working on that little space, but once that comes down, you'll be able to see everything joined together. I'm sure it's going to look really good. I'll be carrying on with that area again next week. Once again, thanks for watching. Really appreciate all the comments and support that you give me and the boys. Thank you so much. Have a great weekend and week, and we'll catch you next week.